What if I told you that the biggest trigger of a man's desire isn't flawless beauty, expensive clothes, or saying all the right things? In fact, most people spend years focusing on the wrong things while completely missing what truly captures his attention. Today, we're uncovering 6 powerful qualities that naturally awaken a man's attraction and desire, not through manipulation, but through authentic behaviors that create genuine emotional and romantic chemistry. And the final one might completely change how you think about attraction forever. If you're enjoying these relationship insights and want more practical advice that helps you build genuine confidence and stronger connections, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Confidence is one of the strongest qualities that naturally draws a man toward a woman, but not for the reason many people assume. It has very little to do with being the loudest person in the room or acting like you have everything figured out. Real confidence is much quieter than that. It shows up in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you refuse to seek constant approval from everyone around you. A man often notices this before he even realizes why he feels so attracted. It creates an energy that says, I know my worth and I don't need to convince anyone of it. Think about the difference between someone who is constantly worried about saying the wrong thing and someone who simply enjoys the conversation. One person is focused on being accepted. The other is focused on being present. That difference changes the entire interaction. Confidence allows you to smile naturally, laugh freely, express your opinions without fear, and remain comfortable even during moments of silence. Those small moments communicate emotional strength, and emotional strength is incredibly attractive. This also means accepting your imperfections instead of trying to hide every flaw. Nobody is perfect, and trying to appear perfect often creates distance instead of connection. Ironically, when you're comfortable with who you are, you become far more approachable. You don't need rehearsed lines or carefully planned reactions because you're not performing. You're simply being yourself, and authenticity has a magnetic effect. Confidence also shows in your boundaries. You don't chase attention or beg for someone's interest. You respect yourself enough to walk away from situations where you aren't valued. That doesn't make you cold or distant. It makes you emotionally secure. A man who is looking for a meaningful connection often finds this incredibly appealing because it signals maturity and self-respect. Another powerful part of confidence is enjoying your own life. When you have hobbies, goals, friendships, and passions outside of dating, you naturally become more interesting. Your happiness doesn't depend on someone else's validation. Instead of trying to impress a man every second, you invite him into a life that already feels full and meaningful. That kind of confidence creates curiosity, admiration, and a deeper sense of attraction because it comes from genuine self-belief rather than the desire to be chosen. Emotional safety is one of the most powerful forces behind lasting attraction, yet it's something many people completely overlook. While physical attraction may create the first spark, emotional safety is what allows desire to grow deeper over time. A man is naturally drawn towards someone who makes him feel accepted instead of constantly judged. When he feels that he can be himself without worrying that every mistake will be criticized or every vulnerable moment will be used against him, he begins to relax. That comfort creates a stronger emotional connection, and emotional connection often strengthens romantic attraction. Many people think attraction is built through constant excitement or dramatic emotions, but healthy relationships usually grow in a much calmer way. Emotional safety means creating an environment where conversations feel easy, disagreements stay respectful, and both people feel heard. A man who knows he can share his thoughts without immediately being interrupted, mocked, or dismissed is more likely to open up. The more emotionally connected he feels, the more invested he becomes in the relationship. This doesn't mean agreeing with everything he says or avoiding avoiding difficult conversations. Healthy emotional safety includes honesty. It means expressing your opinions with kindness while respecting his perspective. Even when you disagree, the goal isn't to win the argument, it's to understand each other better. That approach builds trust instead of distance. Small actions also play a huge role. Listening carefully when he speaks, remembering little details he shares, showing appreciation for his efforts, and responding with patience during stressful moments all communicate that he matters. These simple behaviors often have a greater impact than grand romantic gestures because they make him feel emotionally secure. Emotional safety also grows when both people are free to be authentic. Instead of pretending to be perfect or hiding your personality, you create space where honesty feels welcome. That kind of openness encourages him to lower his guard as well. Over time, conversations become deeper, laughter becomes more natural, and affection feels more genuine because neither person is constantly trying to impress the other. Perhaps the most attractive part of emotional safety is consistency. Your mood, respect, and kindness don't change dramatically from one day to the next. He knows where he stands with you, and that predictability builds confidence in the relationship. When trust replaces uncertainty, attraction often becomes stronger because genuine closeness can finally develop without fear, allowing both emotional intimacy and romantic desire to grow naturally together. Playful mystery has a unique way of keeping attraction alive because it creates curiosity instead of predictability. Many people assume they need to reveal everything about themselves immediately in order to build a connection. In reality, attraction often grows when two people continue discovering new things about each other over time. A man naturally enjoys the feeling that there is always another interesting layer to uncover. That sense of discovery keeps conversations exciting and encourages him to stay emotionally invested. Being mysterious doesn't mean playing games, acting distant, or pretending to be someone you're not. It simply means allowing your personality to unfold naturally instead of putting every thought, feeling, and life story on display all at once. Think of it like reading a great book. If someone tells you every detail before you open the first page, there's no excitement left. But when each chapter reveals something new, your curiosity keeps pulling you forward. Relationships often work the same way. One of the easiest ways to create this feeling is by living a full and interesting life outside of the relationship. When you have hobbies, personal goals, close friendships, and experiences that make you genuinely happy, you naturally become more fascinating. You always have fresh stories to share, new ideas to talk about, and exciting experiences that reflect your personality. Instead of making him the center of your world, you invite him into a life that is already meaningful. Playfulness is just as important. Light teasing, shared jokes, spontaneous adventures, and moments of laughter create positive emotions that people naturally want to experience again. When conversations don't always follow the same predictable pattern, they become memorable. A smile, a clever response, or a playful challenge can leave a lasting impression because it creates emotional excitement rather than routine. Confidence also supports healthy mystery. You don't feel pressured to explain every decision or constantly seek reassurance about where the relationship stands. You're comfortable allowing things to develop naturally. That calm confidence makes your presence feel refreshing because it removes unnecessary pressure and gives both people room to enjoy getting to know each other. The most attractive mystery comes from authenticity, not manipulation. You aren't trying to confuse someone or make them chase you through mixed signals. Instead, you're simply allowing your personality, dreams, values, and experiences to unfold at a natural pace. That steady sense of discovery keeps the relationship feeling fresh, encourages deeper conversations, and creates a lasting curiosity that often strengthens both emotional connection and romantic attraction over time. Genuine appreciation is one of the strongest ways to deepen attraction because everyone wants to feel seen, respected, and valued. While compliments about appearance are nice, they are often forgotten quickly. What leaves a lasting impression is when someone notices the effort, character and qualities that make a person unique. A man is far more likely to feel connected to a woman who sincerely appreciates who he is, rather than only what he does or what he has. Many people underestimate the impact of simple gratitude. Imagine spending time planning a date, helping someone through a difficult situation, or working hard to achieve a personal goal, only to have those efforts go unnoticed. Over time, anyone would begin to feel unimportant. On the other hand, when someone genuinely recognizes those efforts with warmth and sincerity, it creates a feeling of emotional closeness. Appreciation tells him that his actions matter and that he is making a positive difference in your life. The key is authenticity. Empty praise or exaggerated compliments usually feel forced and lose their value. Genuine appreciation comes from paying attention. Maybe you notice how patient he is with other people, how determined he is to reach his goals, or how he always remembers the little details that make you smile. Mentioning these specific qualities feels much more meaningful than giving general compliments because it shows that you're truly paying attention. Appreciation also creates a positive emotional cycle. When people feel valued, they naturally become more motivated to continue showing kindness, effort, and affection. This isn't about rewarding someone like it's a transaction, it's about encouraging the best parts of each other through mutual respect and gratitude. Healthy relationships often thrive because both people feel recognized instead of taken for granted. Another important part of appreciation is expressing it consistently, not just during special occasions. Small words like thank you, a warm smile, or acknowledging something thoughtful he did can have a surprisingly powerful effect. These moments build trust and reinforce the feeling that the relationship is a place where both people are respected. Most importantly, genuine appreciation should always go both ways. A strong relationship isn't built on one person constantly giving while the other constantly receives. It grows when both partners recognize each other's strengths, efforts, and character. When a man feels sincerely appreciated for who he is rather than only for what he provides, he often develops a deeper emotional connection, greater respect, and a stronger sense of romantic attraction that continues to grow naturally over time. Positive body language can communicate attraction long before a single word is spoken. In fact, people often form their first impressions within moments of meeting someone, and much of that impression comes from nonverbal signals rather than conversation. A warm smile, relaxed posture, natural eye contact, and genuine expressions can make someone feel welcomed, comfortable, and interested. These small behaviors create an atmosphere where attraction has room to grow because they make interactions feel effortless instead of forced. One of the most powerful signals is a genuine smile. A real smile doesn't just change your facial expression, it changes the entire energy of the conversation. It communicates openness, friendliness, and confidence. When a man sees someone who smiles naturally because she enjoys the moment, he is more likely to feel relaxed and encouraged to engage. A forced smile or an expression that seems distracted often creates the opposite effect, making the interaction feel less personal. Eye contact is another important part of body language. Looking at someone while they are speaking shows attention and respect. It lets them know they have your full focus. At the same time, comfortable eye contact creates a sense of connection without needing constant words. It doesn't mean staring intensely or trying to appear mysterious. Instead, it means maintaining natural, relaxed eye contact that feels warm and genuine. Your posture also sends a message. Standing or sitting with relaxed shoulders and an open posture suggests confidence and comfort. Constantly crossing your arms, looking at your phone, or appearing distracted may unintentionally communicate disinterest, even when that isn't your intention. Being fully present in the conversation allows your body language to match your interest, creating a more authentic connection. Small gestures can also make a difference. Leaning in slightly while listening, laughing naturally, nodding during conversation, and using expressive facial reactions all show that you're engaged. These subtle signals help the other person feel heard and understood. They create an enjoyable rhythm in the interaction that encourages both people to relax and be themselves. Perhaps the most attractive body language is the kind that isn't rehearsed. Trying too hard to appear attractive often feels unnatural because people can usually sense when someone is performing instead of simply enjoying the moment. Authentic expressions, comfortable movements, and relaxed confidence are far more appealing than carefully planned gestures. When your body language reflects genuine interest, kindness, and self-confidence, it creates a welcoming presence that naturally encourages emotional connection. Those quiet, unspoken signals often leave a stronger and more lasting impression than perfectly chosen words because they communicate sincerity, comfort, and the confidence to simply be yourself. Independence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have because it shows confidence, self-respect, and emotional maturity. A man is often drawn to a woman who enjoys her own life instead of depending on someone else to create her happiness. This doesn't mean she doesn't value love or relationships. It means she already has a sense of purpose, personal goals, meaningful friendships, and interests that make her life fulfilling. That kind of independence creates admiration because it reflects strength rather than neediness. Many people mistakenly believe that constantly being available or making someone the center of their world will increase attraction. In reality, healthy attraction usually grows when both people maintain their individuality. When you continue pursuing your passions, spending time with family and friends, and working toward your own dreams, you bring fresh energy into the relationship. Instead of relying on each other for every source of happiness, you choose to share an already meaningful life together. Independence also creates healthier communication. Someone who feels secure in themselves is less likely to panic over delayed replies, small misunderstandings, or temporary distance. They don't immediately assume the worst or seek constant reassurance. This emotional stability makes the relationship feel calmer and more enjoyable because trust replaces unnecessary anxiety. A man often feels more comfortable investing emotionally when he knows the relationship is built on mutual respect rather than fear of losing one another. Another attractive aspect of independence is confidence in decision-making. An independent woman doesn't constantly ask for approval before making every choice. She listens to advice when appropriate, but she trusts her own judgment. This quiet confidence demonstrates maturity and shows that she is capable of handling life's challenges without depending entirely on someone else to solve every problem. Independence doesn't mean becoming emotionally unavailable or refusing support. Healthy relationships are built on teamwork, and asking for help when needed is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. The difference is that support becomes a choice instead of a necessity. You appreciate your partner's presence because you value them, not because you cannot function without them. Perhaps the most attractive part of independence is that it allows love to grow freely instead of through pressure or obligation. Both people remain individuals with their own dreams, personalities, and ambitions, while choosing to build something meaningful together. That balance creates respect, trust, and lasting attraction because the relationship is based on genuine desire rather than emotional dependence. When two emotionally healthy people come together by choice instead of need, the connection often becomes stronger, more fulfilling, and much more rewarding for both of them. Authenticity is one of the most powerful qualities in attraction because it allows a real connection to develop instead of one based on an image or performance. Many people feel pressure to act a certain way when they like someone. They may hide their opinions, pretend to enjoy things they don't, or constantly worry about saying the perfect words. While this might create a good first impression, it becomes exhausting over time. A man who is looking for a meaningful relationship is usually far more attracted to someone who is comfortable being herself than someone who is trying to fit an ideal. Being authentic means allowing your true personality to show. You don't need to agree with everything he says just to avoid conflict. You can share your thoughts respectfully, laugh naturally, express your interests, and let your unique sense of humor come through. These are the qualities that make you memorable because they cannot be copied. Your individuality is what separates you from everyone else. Authenticity also creates trust. When someone feels that your words, actions, and emotions are genuine, they become more comfortable opening up themselves. Relationships grow stronger when both people know they are accepted for who they really are, instead of who they pretend to be. This honesty builds emotional intimacy, and emotional intimacy often strengthens romantic attraction over time. Another important part of authenticity is being honest about your values and boundaries. You don't ignore your needs just to keep someone interested. If something matters to you, you communicate it with confidence and kindness. This doesn't create distance. In many cases, it creates respect because it shows emotional maturity and self-awareness. A healthy relationship is built on honesty, not on constantly trying to please the other person. Authenticity also means accepting that not everyone will be the right match for you. Instead of changing yourself to gain someone's approval, you allow compatibility to develop naturally. The right person is attracted to the real version of you, not a carefully created character. That mindset removes pressure and makes dating feel much more relaxed and enjoyable. Perhaps the greatest strength of authenticity is the sense of peace it brings. You no longer spend every conversation wondering if you said the right thing or acted the right way. You simply show up as yourself, confident in your values and comfortable in your own skin. That quiet confidence combined with honesty and emotional openness creates a connection that feels natural, trustworthy, and deeply attractive because it is built on something real rather than something temporary. Shared excitement and positive energy have a remarkable way of bringing two people closer because emotions are often contagious. When a man associates you with laughter, enthusiasm, and enjoyable experiences, he naturally begins to look forward to spending more time with you. Attraction isn't only about appearance or romantic words, it's also about how someone makes you feel. If being around you consistently leaves him feeling happier, more relaxed, and more energized, that emotional experience becomes a powerful part of his attraction towards you. Think about the people you enjoy being around the most. They aren't necessarily the funniest, the richest, or the most outgoing. They are often the ones who make ordinary moments feel enjoyable. They celebrate small victories, stay curious about life, and bring warmth into conversations. That same quality can make a romantic connection much stronger because positive experiences create lasting emotional memories. Shared excitement also grows through trying new things together. Exploring a new place, learning a skill, cooking a meal, attending an event, or even taking a walk in an unfamiliar area creates memories that become part of your relationship. These experiences encourage teamwork, conversation, and laughter. Instead of relying only on routine, you continue creating moments that keep the connection fresh and interesting. Positive energy doesn't mean pretending to be cheerful every second or ignoring life's challenges. Everyone has difficult days, and healthy relationships make room for honesty and support. The difference is choosing an attitude that looks for solutions rather than staying trapped in constant negativity. A person who can face challenges with hope, resilience, and a sense of humor often becomes a calming and uplifting presence in someone else's life. Enthusiasm is another important part of positive energy. Showing genuine interest when he talks about his goals, hobbies, or achievements makes conversations more meaningful. People naturally enjoy spending time with someone who listens with curiosity and celebrates their successes without jealousy or competition. That encouragement builds emotional closeness and strengthens mutual respect. Shared excitement also comes from creating moments of playfulness, laughing together over small mistakes, exchanging light-hearted jokes, or surprising each other with thoughtful gestures adds joy to the relationship. These moments don't have to be expensive or elaborate. Their value comes from the feelings they create. When two people consistently bring out the best in each other, attraction becomes more than a physical response. It grows into a partnership filled with encouragement, adventure, trust, and happiness. A relationship built on shared excitement and positive energy often feels alive because both people contribute to an atmosphere where love, friendship, and genuine connection continue to grow naturally over time. The biggest mistake people make is believing that attraction is built on perfect looks, clever lines, or trying to become someone they're not. The truth is much simpler and far more powerful. Lasting desire grows when confidence replaces insecurity, emotional safety replaces fear, mystery keeps curiosity alive, appreciation makes someone feel valued, positive body language creates natural chemistry, independence inspires respect, authenticity builds trust, and shared excitement fills the relationship with joy. None of these qualities require you to pretend, manipulate, or chase someone's attention. Instead, they encourage you to become the strongest, most genuine version of yourself. When you focus on building a meaningful life, communicating with honesty, and treating both yourself and others with respect, attraction becomes a natural result rather than something you have to force. Remember, real chemistry isn't about convincing someone to like you. It's about creating the kind of connection where both people feel appreciated, understood, and excited to keep discovering each other. That's the foundation of relationships that don't just begin with passion, but continue growing through trust, respect, and emotional closeness. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future relationship advice designed to help you build stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling connections. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these 8 qualities do you think has the biggest impact on attraction, and which one are you going to focus on first? Your answer might inspire someone else who's watching today. Thanks for watching, and remember this: the most attractive version of you isn't the one trying to earn someone's attention. It's the one who knows their value, lives with confidence, and builds relationships on authenticity, mutual respect, and genuine connection. Until next time, take care and keep becoming the best version of yourself.